So, leadership shows up in everyday student life, and more often than we think, even in small communication moments that we experience every day. So, today I'm going to be answering two questions. First, what types of powers do I have as a student? And second, how I handled a difficult person and what I would do differently now with the knowledge that I have. So, the main types of powers that I have as a student are expert power and referent power. Miller and Wall explained that expert power comes from having strong knowledge in a specific subject or field, while referent power comes from being well respected and liked by the people that you're trying to influence. And in many classes, group members would often ask me to explain homework problems, help organize tasks because I understood the material really well. This is an example of expert power because they rely on my academic strengths and skills that I possessed. And I also used reference power because I'm reliable and easy to work with, I like to think. So people trust my input and follow my lead naturally. So these power bases, I think, help me communicate very effectively with both classmates and professors all around. Now I'll explain a situation involving a difficult person that I've experienced in the past. So I once worked with a classmate who constantly argued with everyone and refused to complete their part of the group project that we were assigned. And according to Violanti and Kelly, conflict often arises when people use power poorly or fail to communicate on what the expectations are of a project. And this person, I think, showed signs of the Theory X attitude, assuming that other people were also unmotivated, and so it caused them to just not really care about finishing or even working on the project at all. And I think the biggest mistake that I made is I avoided addressing their behavior directly, which really only made the problem worse. And looking back, I should have probably used the keys process, especially know yourself and evaluate the context, to speak up earlier and set clearer expectations of what we were supposed to do and our goal in order to finish the projects. So if I face this again, I would communicate more assertively and use a lot more collaborative strategies to reduce the conflict that we underwent. So kind of just to summarize everything, as a student, I use expert power and reference power, and the leadership and communication tools help me handle difficult situations much more effectively. Understanding the concepts that we've learned so far can strengthen both my communication and the future leadership skills that I possess as a student.